Okay, I just gave you presenter rights.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I can see you now.
Okay. I just looked, and I believe there's 2 more authorizations I have to request for everybody, so I'm going to put those in today after we get off this call. Hopefully that'll give everybody access.
Okay.
Okay, so pull up my journal entry. So what we have, so this is our journal entry. We kind of went through it really briefly the other day. Counts, cost centers, amounts. So this is all linked to this clean tab, and you'll find, we can look briefly at the files I sent to you for sourcing and travel, how it links. But the idea is just to really show you how to do the posting through the system. So what you will do is, the easiest thing I found is make a copy of the tab into a new book and save it as a text file. Okay. And then out of there, and then you're going to get into ISP. I'll pull it over to my screen in a second. Okay. And then what you're going to do is go into this revenue reposting transaction, BKBXX, and you're going to choose a posting date that is within the period that you're posting. So you may be posting these on June 3rd, but you're always going to choose something like May 31st. So,
right.
And then you'll put in the posting period, which is period 5. So select the revenue posting item, and then you'll find your upload file, the text file that you just saved. Okay, and then this batch input session, what you're going to do is I typically name it with my initials, just so it's easy to find on the next screen. You can leave it at the KBXX, but they'll all show up that way. So it's easier to just give something your initials and name it something, so it's easier to find. And then you'll initially do a test run, change the month, day, year format, and make sure it's period for the dollar amount.
Okay.
And then you'll hit the process button at the top. And what it's going to do is going to ask you if the date and the decimal format's correct, and you'll say yes. And then what it's going to do is it's going to do a test run of the journal entry that you created. So you'll see all the line items. If there's an error, it will be red, and it will show up under each line item. You can see it here. So then what I do is I scroll through to the bottom, and you'll see this at the bottom, 19 records read, 19 were successful. If there was a warning or an error, you would have to go up and find it, and then go back to your journal and fix it and reload it. But this is just to make sure that it should post without a problem. Okay. Then you'll go back, take the test run off, do the execute button, yes, your settings are correct. And then at this point, there's this batch input overview. You'll select that. And then you'll see your batch at the top, so you'll select it. And this is why you want to do something that stands out. Otherwise, it might be hard to find. It should show up as the first one unless you're doing a whole bunch at one time.
Right.
But it's more also if you have something that has a lot of entries, because I've done things that have maybe 70 entries or 70 line items, and they take a little bit longer, and you can go back in and check the status of it. So it's easier to find your thing. So then you'll hit the process button once you've selected it, and then you process in the background. I'm not really sure why. This is how I was told to process it. I think it said if you don't process in the background, it tends to lock up your computer, and you can't do anything else. So
okay.
Just process the background. And so basically it's going to process now. So if you wanted to check the status of it, you can double click on the line item, and it'll show you that you have 16 transactions. The still be processed, 3 are done. And you'll see as you go through, it's static. So you have to go out, come back in, click it again. And then you got 10, 9 done, 10 to go. And when it's finally done, you'll see this little check mark here, or like this actually. But again, it's static. You have to keep refreshing. 20 items should not take long. It's done. And if you go back, eventually when you come back in, it'll have a check mark on it that it's done.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know why it's not showing you. So that's it. That's pretty much how you post. Then you go back, couple, find your next journal entry, load it, post it, and that's really all there is to it. And then you run a real-time COPA report. Hopefully real-time COPA is working so that you actually see that the data's been updated.
Mm-hmm.
Last couple of months, I've found that real-time COPA is not working very well, and I just kind of have to wait till the next day to see it. But ideally, it should work the same day. You should be able to run a report as soon as the journal's been posted. You should be done. You should be able to run that real-time COPA, and it's going to be there.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Okay.
And in terms
now,
of access, you said that I'm missing a few. So you were going to ask.
I think there might be 2 more, so I'm going to put in those requests today after we get off this call. So I'll put those in for you, and I'll send this to everybody that these are the ones I think you need access to.
Okay.
So that everybody has. Yeah.
Perfect.
Because I thought it was just this one, and then I found an old email from the person who gave it to me and said he thinks you need these others. So I'll put in that request as well.
Question, can you add someone else? Because we have a new member in the team. Do you
Sure.
think, yeah.
Yep.
It's Marcella.
Okay.
Last name Garza. Garza. And it's Marcella with just one L.
1 L, okay?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. All right, I'll ask for all of those. Okay. Yeah, because I think I have to ask for Brian's at the same time. So, and then if we want to look at one of your journal entries really quickly, let me go back to April. So if I were to look at the travel one, this is one, could be one of the bigger ones. So this is like 70 line items. So this one takes a little bit longer to post. But what you would typically do, run the local currency. I've got the link up here for the standard COPA report. Like I said, on day 3, so I'll run this, I'll filter out the blanks for when I copy it over, but we're only going to be moving, May. Hopefully all of April should be cleared out when you rerun this. For May, April should be 0, unless something got pushed in after the fact. Then I do a year to date.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah, so, and then I'll run a real-time COPA just as a check. So then I'll add up, again, it's not perfect. I don't care about the currencies, I just care about the total number. So I'll say, okay, this is 26,218. I'll add this up, 26,218. Okay, it's the same amount. There's nothing that was posted in between the last time standard COPA was updated and real-time COPA, because standard COPA allows you to drop in the currency, which real-time COPA doesn't have. So standard COPA is the ideal report, but real-time COPA is a quick way to check that you've got the most current value.
Okay,
and if for say that this one is 2,800 in the real-time COPA, I just overwrite it.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
It's just to make it easy for yourself so that you use the real time. So then I'll filter out the blank, and then I'll copy this data through the current month onto this LC Clean tab. And if there is something that's in April and in May, drop it in with the April and May. It'll do a cumulative. It's going to sum up, and it's going to take whatever's in the AA column.
Right.
You just want to make sure that it goes to the bottom line in this AA column. And assuming everything's set up the way it is using the link, it will automatically fill in the template. You just may have to copy down more lines or delete lines if there's fewer items.
Right.
So, and you just need to change the date and whatever your description is.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I think, oh, the only other thing I would say is when you're doing it, the values should go in the way they look in the BW report. Don't try to, it's never like the negative amount of it. You know, when you're saying, it looks weird when you say you want to send it from this company and you're putting the full amount. So that's correct. The positive amount, the 2564, is what you want to take out of this 1026997 and put in 102699957.
Right. Yep.
And then there, I do have this PCs table where I've got the mapping. So it should automatically correctly map it to the travel profit center, in this case, sourcing. It has a different list of them. So you shouldn't have to do anything. If anything gets kicked out, it's maybe because it's a new company code and that profit center doesn't exist. But I think I set up almost every single one of them with a travel profit center. And all the new stuff is getting coded correctly anyway to travel. So you shouldn't see an issue there. I think, okay.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And the same thing works with the sourcing file and the Ariba miscellaneous, that's Ariba. Same idea. It's Ariba product, and I'll have the mapping table. It's clearly only 3 company codes where it's mapped incorrectly, and so it'll just go. But you do the same logic, pull the standard, pull the real time, drop it into the clean tab. Okay?
Okay, that makes sense.
Pretty easy. It's pretty easy once you get in there and do it.
Mm-hmm.
But the first couple of times I had my checklist right next to me and make sure I did it correctly. But after you do it probably 3 times, you probably never look at that checklist again.
Okay.
It's pretty straightforward. I don't think you're gonna have a problem figuring it out.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
Let's see. I think it was very clear, and also I have it on video, so I think I'm gonna be fine.
Okay. And Alana's going through the process as well. You know Alana.
No.
Oh, okay. Alana Gumalo. She's the HCM
Okay.
side of it. So she's a good person to reach out to. She's not done it either, but she's been testing it. She'll figure it out really quickly. So you can always reach out to her.
Perfect. Okay, I
Sure,
will.
she'll help you.
Is she a new resource in the HCM organization?
No,
Okay.
no. And worst case, if she can't help you, Jonathan Jones, he is located in Germany, but he's the one I took it over from.
Okay.
I'll always tell you how to do it.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I don't think he has access anymore, but he can definitely walk you through it if there's a real issue.
Okay. Perfect.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Thank you
All
so
right,
much for
then.
this.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. Have a good
I'll
day.
talk to you later. Okay, you too.
Bye-bye now.